though. Great. Yeah, sure. Keep letting insects into the house. I'm not gonna clean up after them.
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Kabuto Complete Selection Modification Kabuto Zecter. So here we are, and there it is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, just a big picture here of Kamen Rider Kabuto Complete Selection Modification Kabuto Zector. Nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. On the sides, you just get Complete Selection Modification Kabuto Zector. On the side, Complete Selection Modification Kabuto Zector. On the back, you just get your warnings and whatnot, cautions, joking hazards, all that good stuff. No sad Pac-Man, you just get the crying baby who's sad about the number 0 through 3. For some reason, that number makes him sad. Yeah. Anyway, but if you remove the top of the box, put this off to the side, inside you get this nice graphic here of Kabuto's midsection, with the actual toy right there showing through in a window. And you can see right there, change beetle. So there you have the Zector itself. That's pretty cool. Very cool way to display the belt too, if you wanted to display it in the box. That's a really nice way to do it. And then you just lift up this sleeve right here. And you can see where everything is encased in nice protective styrofoam. And we'll just remove the Zector itself and put this off to the side. And we'll just bring in, oops, I still had this on. And we'll just bring everything in. So here we have the belt itself and the Zector. You also get this little back piece here. We'll get into all this into detail. You get 2 clock-up pads. And, of course, you do get instructions. And that's everything that comes in the box. Now, first and foremost, we will look at the belt itself. Now, this is not your regular DX belt. This is made for the adult collector. This is some premium stuff going on here. And I really, really dig this. So here we have the belt for the Kabuto Zector. As you can see, nicely done, nice silver throughout this belt. Each segment of this belt is a separate piece. So you do get, undo this clip here, you do get nice full wiggly waggly movement here. So it's nice and fluid. It's not just a hunk of plastic. This moves naturally and it's very, very cool. Underneath you do get, your regular fabric strap holding it all together, but just very, very nicely done. Like, this could look like metal, really, and it's just really, really nice all the way throughout. And the strap is adjustable. As you can see, this will fit up to a 40-inch waist, so most adult waists this will fit, since this is just a regular, a regular clip system here. It would not be hard to modify it if you need it to be bigger, but it will fit up to a 40-inch waist. So, very, very nice. And if you look at the main part of the belt right here, again, lots of nice silver paint. You get some metallic green, some metallic yellow right there. I like the nice molded details. Little molded details right here. You get some metallic red right up here. And these buttons, these are the release buttons for the Zector. You can see how that works in there. So you can remove the Zector when you're done playing. On the back, you can see, excuse me, I just have to undo this so you can see things better. See this part right here. Also, some nice molded details, whatnot. Your copyright information, of course. But yeah, very, very cool. And it does basically look just like the one on the show. This is basically, this complete selection modification line is basically as close to having the actual belt on the show as you can get. And Very, very nicely done. Very cool. Now, of course, you do get the little back plate here, which has the beetle. And again, done in that very nice silver. And this just, it attaches via a little Velcro strap. So once you put this on your waist, you just take this, wrap it around that, like so. Secure it, and there you go. And you also get your two clock up pads, and they attach the same way. They just have these pieces of Velcro right here, and you just take them, strap them to the sides like that. Strap this one on the other side like that. And there you go. You have your completed belt ready for play. Let's move this up a little bit. And again, since this is just a Velcro strap, you can just kind of adjust them however you wish. So there you have the whole belt all put together. But the main part of the belt right here, the main event, is the KABUTO ZECTER itself. As you can see, made to look like a beetle. The horn is die-cast. Unlike the regular DX version, it was all plastic. The horn is die-cast metal, so this does have some heft to it, and it's very nicely done. Lots of nice metallic red throughout this Zector. Very, very cool. A little bit of metallic here. Orange for the eyes. You get some gold right here. Paint is kind of hit or miss. I've seen some pictures where it looks really, really sloppy. On mine, it's a little bit, but not the end of the world. Nice molded details on the underside. You do get the buttons right here, and each one is, the numbers are painted. I know on the regular DX version, the numbers weren't painted, so that's another little added detail. The 1, 2, 3. And again, more of that nice Bandai silver throughout this toy right here. Very, very cool. The wings do open. So when the Zector is flying around, like on the show. So you have that. So very, very nice. Very cool. Now, of course, you do get some electronic noises with this. So your on-off switch is right back here. Let's close this up. Actually, we'll leave this open for now. It's actually appropriate for this mode. So when you turn it on, you get that little activation noise right there. And you can push these buttons to activate sounds. So you just push this. A little flying around noise. Danger. Here I am. Now, it doesn't matter what button you push. They're all programmed to do the exact same thing. So you get the exact same noises out of every button. So if I push number 3, it'll do the same thing. So there you go. And if you try to open up the Zector without it being plugged into the belt, you get mistake. It'll tell you, nope, mistake. You're doing it wrong. So there you go. So now all that's left to do is to Henshin. But let me bring in the, I'm going to bring in the box top back here, just to elevate this a little bit, so I can get a better angle here. There we go, that's nice. That's real nice like. That's perfect. That's perfect. So make sure I get the perfect angle here so you can see everything properly. That's nice right there. Okay. So here we go. So a worm is terrorizing the city. Tendo's like, okay, I guess I have to beat these guys because I'm awesome and great at everything. Where's the Zector? Here it is, it comes flying in. So basically, to Henshin, you're just going to take the Zector and slide it onto the belt. There is a track right here that will follow. You can see where these little tabs are right here. It will just follow through this track, and once you lock it in, it will begin your Henshin sequence. So, nothing left to do but Henshin. And there you go. That is your Henshin sequence. Let me bring this down a little bit more. I could get a better angle. There we go. That's a better angle. I'm going to do that again just because. And again, to release the Zector, you just want to push down on these two buttons right here. That disengages it and you get a disengage noise. I'm going to do that again because I want to do it properly and I want to make sure you see it properly. So again, Henshin. Do it! Trying to do it properly, failing miserably though. Come on, man, you're ruining my cool. Henshin. There you go. Now we've Henshin properly. After that severe fail right there. So now, Kabuto is in his masked form where he has all that extra armor on. And to get into your rider form, or cast off the armor, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to cast off. So to begin the cast off sequence, you're just going to bring the horn up halfway. You get that standby noise. And then when you're ready, you just say, cast off. You change Beetle. And there you go. Now he's in his full rider form. And there you have it. So you have the Zector opened up. You can see all the LEDs going off there as things are happening. And the only other thing to do is your final attack, your rider kick. So to do that, you're just going to push the 1, 2, 3 buttons in order. You don't have to, but if you want to do it properly, you're going to do 1, 2. And you saw how the lights turned on to the corresponding number, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights. And then you want to close this back up. And when it's time to do your kick, you're just going to pull it back open. Rider kick. There you go. Now that's something extra that the DX version did not have, was that explosion at the end. I have the attack Zector, and yeah, it kind of sucks because it just said rider kick, and that was it. So I like that they added the explosion sound effects to just kind of finish it off. I really, really appreciate that. So. I just like doing that. Rider kick. Right. And there you go. I really like that. Now, again, all 3 of these buttons are programmed to do the exact same thing, so you don't actually have to go 1, 2, 3. You could push this button 3 times, this button 3 times, this button 3 times. Does not matter. You can just go. It doesn't matter. It'll still do it. So there you have that. Another cool inclusion in this set is, again, something the DX version didn't have, is a working clock-up pad. Now, the clock-up pads allow Kabuto to move at super fast lightning speed while he is defeating his enemies. Now, only one pad actually works. This is the one that works. And to activate the clock-up, you just push it. So you get a couple seconds of clock up time. You can stop it at any point. You can clock up. Clock over. So you can stop it at any point. Now this is cutting it really, really close, but you can do the rider kick while in clock up. You just have to be really fast. It's easier when you're actually wearing the belt. As you can see, I'm kind of fumbling around. It's actually really, it's a lot easier to use this toy when you're actually wearing it as opposed to doing this at arm's length. But I'm going to try to do the rider kick while I'm in clock up, so wish me luck. Let's go. Clock up. See, you can just get it. It cuts it really, really close, especially if you don't say right or kick before you do it. You just... That's the only way to do it. So, it is possible. If they gave you maybe that 1 extra second of clock up time, it would be perfect, but it cuts it right down to the wire. Sorry about the weird edit here, but there was one thing that I totally forgot to show off. There's one more noise that this belt does make, and it's the put on. A couple times during the show, they've actually put the armor back on after they've cast off. And to do that, you just close the Zector back up. This puts on, so basically that's them putting the armor right back on. And of course, if you want to cast off again, just cast off. So there you go, just one sound effect that I totally forgot to mention, and now we return you. It's been a long day. We return you back to your regularly scheduled review. Bye-bye. But that is basically it. That is your Kabuto Zector. That is all that it does. I mean, it is not like the belts that we get nowadays. It's not like the Forze driver, Sengoku driver, Drive driver, O's driver. It's not a belt where you have a bunch of stuff to unlock new noises. What this does is what it does on the show. It's very simple. It's to the point. It does what it does. And it does what it does on the show. So, very, very cool belt. I really, really do like this. I do have the DX Gattack Zector. I have a Drake Zector, and I just got a Susword Zector, so I'll probably be reviewing those at some point. But yeah, very, very cool. Really, really digging it. As far as the show goes, I'm almost done with the show. I'm on episode 42 as of this recording. I will say this about the show. The review is basically over now, so if you don't want to hear me ramble on about the show, then you can just cut the video off right now. I'm just going to talk about the show. So spoilers also if you haven't watched the show yet and you plan on it. Excuse me. But as far as the show goes, the show's interesting. It's not bad. I'm enjoying the show, but it's weird to be watching a superhero show where I am actively disliking the hero. Like, it's just, I don't like Tendo. I don't like that he is such an arrogant jerk. Like, it gets on my nerves, and it's bad when I am hoping that the hero gets his butt kicked. Like, it really is. Because I just kind of want him to get knocked down a peg. You know, just somebody to knock him off his pedestal. And it's just, I don't know. It's just rare that he, as of episode 42, it's so rare that he even shows any emotion. He's just always just stone-faced Tendo. I'm awesome, I'm the best at everything, and you suck. And that's basically his attitude throughout the entire series. So far, anyway. I don't know if that'll change in the last, 6 episodes, 7 episodes I have to watch. But, it's just really weird where I am actively disliking the hero of the show. Even now that Hiyori has been taken to this other dimension or wherever she got taken to, he cried about it for about 10 seconds in one scene, and then he went right back to stone-faced Tendo. Hey, I'm awesome, I'm the man. Yeah, I'm going to save her. Of course I'm going to save her because I'm awesome. It's just like... It's hard for me to care about this character because it doesn't seem like even he cares that much. It's just like, it's hard for me to back this guy because it's just like, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the show. The show is good. I love the Zectors. I love the writer designs. I mean, like I said, I have 3 other Zectors that I bought because I love the gimmick of the show. I think it's really cool, and I love the designs of the writers themselves. But it's just really weird where I'm watching this kind of show where I'm actively not liking the hero. It's just really weird. But overall, though, it's still a good show, and I am enjoying it. So, if you haven't watched Kabuto, it is definitely worth watching, and maybe you'll have a different opinion of Tendo when you start watching it. I don't know. Like I said, I hope maybe he comes to some realization towards the end of the series. You know, and he's like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be such an arrogant douche. I don't know. But anyway, as far as the complete selection Kabuto Zector goes, very cool. It is pricier, but honestly, at this point, I was looking for the regular DX version of the Kabuto Zector, and honestly, I would have paid just as much for that as I did for this. So I figured if I'm willing to spend that much money, I might as well get the better version of the belt. So I did. You know, they knock around on Mandarake pretty often, and that's where I got mine from Mandarake, and you can actually get it cheaper than retail if you find it on Mandarake. So if you want one, definitely check out Mandarake. It's your best bet. Otherwise, you know, don't go on eBay because, you know, eBay is full of people who just want to rape you for every cent you have. Try Mandarake. That's where I got it, and I got it for a decent price. So if you're interested at all, do check it out. And if you want to check out any other Kamen Rider merchandise, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com and see what they have. They do have a nice selection of Kamen Rider toys. And I think that's pretty much it for this. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Kamen Rider Kabuto Complete Selection Modification Kabuto Zector. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud. Palm in your face!